Have you ever found yourself in a situation where someone publicly disrespects you? Maybe it was a tactless, sarcastic comment in front of others, or an awkward joke that left you feeling undervalued and humiliated. In moments like these, have you ever wondered how to respond, not just to maintain your dignity, but to actually earn respect, even from those who habitually disregard the value of others? You're definitely not alone. We've all experienced these moments, and the fascinating part is that you have more control over how you handle them than you might think. In this video, we're going to explore some effective tips and psychological techniques, all inspired by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. These strategies won't just help you navigate difficult situations calmly, they will also help you gain respect from those around you, even from the most challenging individuals. Stick around, because we'll explore exactly how to respond intelligently, turning uncomfortable moments into opportunities to affirm your self-worth. Let's start by understanding why you sometimes find yourself in these situations. Often it's not because people hate you or hold a personal grudge. The issue often lies in a kind of opportunism that some people exhibit. These individuals try to elevate themselves by diminishing others. They think that making you appear weak or uncomfortable will make them stand out more. This behavior is common not only in workplaces, but also in social circles and even within families. Stoic philosophy, with its timeless insights, teaches us that respect isn't something you demand or impose on others. Instead, it's about how you conduct yourself, how you build and establish boundaries for your own self-worth. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. In moments like these, your calm and confidence are your ultimate weapons. But it's not just about how you handle unpleasant situations. The bigger picture is about creating an environment where respect for you becomes a given. What does that mean? It's about ensuring that no one uses you as a stepping stone to boost their own image. You need to demonstrate that you know your value and won't be shaken by cheap remarks or undermining actions. This is where Stoic philosophy comes in. These small but powerful strategies will help you stand your ground in any situation. And if you've ever felt unbalanced or undervalued by others, remember this. Respect isn't earned through aggressive comebacks, but through how calmly and steadfastly you control yourself. Now, let's dive into first impressions matter. First impressions are the foundation of how you're perceived, and interestingly, it's often less about what you say and more about how you present yourself. Picture this. You're at an important networking event, and someone walks into the room, scans the crowd, and makes their way toward you. They extend their hand for a greeting, but instead of standing up, you remain seated, offering a quick glance at their hand before shaking it. The result? You've unintentionally conveyed disinterest, and perhaps most importantly, a lack of confidence. You've subtly signaled that this interaction may not matter much to you. Small actions like this have a massive impact on how others perceive you. The Stoics understood this deeply. They recognized that simple gestures like standing up and maintaining eye contact during a greeting weren't just about good manners. They were powerful expressions of confidence and self-awareness. When you rise to shake someone's hand, you're subtly communicating equality, readiness, and mutual respect. This aligns with a key Stoic principle. How you present yourself reflects your values and shapes how others see you. Let me share a story. I once attended a professional seminar where networking was a key part of the event. Among the attendees, one individual stood out, not because of his flashy attire or impressive words, but because of how he carried himself. Whether he was greeting a senior executive or thanking a waiter for refilling his coffee, he always stood up, made eye contact, and engaged fully. It wasn't overdone, it wasn't flashy, but it left an impression. People respected him not because of what he said, but because of how he presented himself. He projected confidence and sincerity with every interaction, effortlessly commanding respect. In contrast, I noticed another attendee who remained seated during every greeting. It wasn't that he meant to come across as disinterested, it was simply a habit. Yet, this seemingly minor action created an unspoken barrier. People unconsciously took him less seriously, even though he was just as capable as anyone else in the room. This highlighted an essential truth. Standing up isn't just about politeness. It's about acknowledging the other person's value while asserting your own. The lesson is clear. Rising to greet someone isn't just an act of courtesy. It's a declaration of how you value yourself and others. Here's where Stoicism comes in. The Stoics didn't focus on things beyond their control. They maximized what they could influence, in this case, your behavior, your presentation, and the way you communicate your worth through small yet meaningful actions. If you want to adopt this lesson in your life, start with everyday encounters. Whether you're meeting someone in the office, at a cafe, or even during a virtual meeting, make sure you're fully present. Stand up when greeting someone, maintain eye contact, and project confidence with your body language. These simple gestures not only earn you respect, but they also emphasize your inherent value, a reflection of Stoic principles in action. Remember, first impressions aren't just about appearances. They're about showcasing your confidence, self-respect, and the respect you have for others. This is the essence of what Stoicism teaches us. Live with intention, pay attention to the small things, and let those actions define who you are. Now, let's explore another powerful response. Handling interruptions with calmness and authority. Imagine you're having a conversation, sharing your thoughts or making a point, when suddenly someone cuts you off, interrupting you in front of others. It can be incredibly frustrating. You've worked hard to articulate your thoughts, and now someone else is derailing your train of thought. The natural reaction for many is to get angry or respond sharply, but often this only escalates the situation and makes you appear less composed. So, how can you handle such a situation with grace and confidence? This is where Stoic philosophy offers valuable guidance. Stoicism teaches us that true strength doesn't come from controlling others, it comes from controlling ourselves. In this situation, a simple yet steady gaze can convey a stronger message than any words. Instead of reacting impulsively, pause for a moment. Look directly at the person who interrupted you with a calm but focused gaze. Let the silence speak for you. Their behavior is inappropriate, and you're not going to tolerate being disrespected. I remember a family dinner where I was sharing a funny story when one of my relatives interrupted me mid-sentence to share their own thoughts. At first, I felt a bit flustered and awkward, but instead of cutting them off or snapping at them, I paused, looked at them calmly, and waited. The silence lasted only a few seconds, but it carried more weight than any words could have. They quickly realized their mistake, apologized, and allowed me to continue. This approach works especially well in public or group settings. By staying composed and in control of the moment, you naturally draw attention to yourself, and your presence becomes stronger. You don't need to raise your voice or argue to reclaim your space in the conversation. Instead, you use the tools of body language and calmness to steer the situation without losing your dignity. Stoicism reminds us not to let others' actions dictate our emotions. By maintaining control, you express confidence and self-respect. The gaze is just the beginning. Once the interruption is addressed, continue your point politely but firmly. A simple phrase like, "Let me pick up where I left off," asserts your right to speak, and establishes that respect in communication is non-negotiable. What's remarkable about this approach is that it requires no aggression or intimidation. You stay calm, avoid showing anger, and let your actions speak louder than words. When others see you handle interruptions with confidence and intention, not only will they respect you more, but they'll also reflect on their own behavior. Stoicism teaches us that true power lies in maintaining self-control, even in challenging moments. So, the next time someone interrupts you, don't lose your cool. Stand firm, hold your gaze, and show others that you are someone worth listening to. This isn't just about earning respect. It's about expressing your self-worth in a way that's meaningful and lasting. Next, let's talk about how to handle humiliation with grace. Have you ever had someone in your group of friends make a joke at your expense, trying to humiliate you in front of others? It can sting, and your first instinct might be to react emotionally, to feel embarrassed, upset, or to retaliate. But in these moments, the way you respond will shape the dynamic of the entire situation. Stoic philosophy teaches us that the most powerful response is often the calmest one, and that's exactly what can help you handle humiliation with strength. I remember a time during a casual meetup with old friends when one of them decided to mock me in front of everyone. He retold an embarrassing story from our school days, and at first I felt my face heat up. I wanted to respond immediately, to fire back and defend myself, but instead I paused and reminded myself of a Stoic principle. What doesn't harm your essence isn't worth your concern. I smiled, pretending not to have heard the story, and calmly asked my friend to repeat it. I did so with a composed, slightly curious demeanor. Here's the fascinating part. When the person had to retell the joke, its impact significantly diminished. Not only that, but the group started to sense the awkwardness of forcing someone to recount a joke that wasn't landing well. The loud laughter from earlier faded, and the storyteller began to fumble, realizing their attempt to humiliate me had backfired. The key here is that by asking someone to repeat their joke, you reduce its impact and subtly show that you're unshaken by their attempt to belittle you. This approach allows you to maintain your composure while simultaneously highlighting the other person's inappropriate behavior. Even more importantly, it shifts the dynamic in your favor without needing to resort to retaliation or losing your dignity. By choosing this path, you send a powerful message. You are someone with inner strength who won't let small provocations dictate your emotions. This is one of the core lessons of Stoic philosophy, maintaining calm and control in the face of minor life challenges. Every time you choose to respond with grace and composure, you reinforce your sense of self-respect and demonstrate your inner power. So, how can you apply this principle? First, remember that you don't need to react instantly to every action or word. Take a pause, a deep breath, and think before you respond. Second, use silence as a powerful weapon. Silence isn't passive. It creates space for the other person to realize their mistake. Finally, when you do respond, do so with calm confidence. A simple request for them to repeat what they said, spoken in a neutral tone, can have far more impact than arguing or fighting back. Stoicism teaches us that our reactions to uncomfortable situations reflect our character and our inner values. Every time you stay calm and refuse to be drawn into negativity, you not only gain the respect of others, but also reinforce your own self-respect. Now, let's dive into a psychological technique that can be incredibly effective when someone tries to provoke you or make you angry. Have you ever faced a situation where someone deliberately tried to provoke you, aiming to hurt or upset you, and instead of reacting immediately, you handled it gracefully? Imagine you're at a family gathering and someone makes a pointed remark about a failure in your career right in front of everyone. The comment stings, and it feels like a dagger to your heart, digging into a pain you've been trying to move past. Suddenly, all eyes are on you, waiting to see how you'll respond. In moments like these, instead of reacting defensively or trying to explain yourself, you pause. Stay calm and ask yourself, how can you regain control over the situation without sinking into anger or humiliation? This is where Stoic philosophy offers a powerful solution, one that allows you to take charge of the moment and steer it in a direction that serves your peace of mind. What you can do in such moments is simple, yet incredibly effective. Ask an unrelated question. That may sound odd, but bear with me. Let's say you're at that family gathering and someone makes the comment about your career. Rather than snapping back or defending yourself, you calmly take a brief pause and then, with a neutral tone, ask, "Hey, does anyone know a good bakery nearby? I was thinking about picking up something for the next get-together." That seemingly harmless question has the power to shift the entire energy in the room. The person trying to provoke you is left flustered, unsure of how to proceed, and the conversation quickly changes to a more neutral topic. Not only did you avoid escalating the situation, but you also turned an uncomfortable moment into one that worked in your favor. By asking a simple, unrelated question, you effectively derail the negativity and regain control of the conversation. This technique works because you interrupt the flow of provocation, redirecting attention away from the negativity and refusing to give the instigator the satisfaction of seeing you upset. It's a brilliant example of practicing Stoic principles, focusing on what you can control and refusing to let external circumstances dictate your peace of mind. As Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The brilliance of this technique lies in its ability to disrupt the negative energy without confrontation. By asking a well-timed, unrelated question, you make it nearly impossible for the instigator to continue their attempt to provoke you. At the same time, you maintain your composure and project a sense of confidence and self-control. To make this approach work, it's essential to keep your tone and demeanor natural. If it seems forced or calculated, it may come across as insincere. Choose a simple, neutral question or comment that feels organic to the moment. Something about a nearby restaurant, a recent event, or even a casual observation. The goal isn't to dodge the situation awkwardly, but to subtly shift the conversation with ease and confidence. By practicing this strategy, you'll not only diffuse the tension in the moment, but also build long-term resilience and inner strength. Every time you refuse to be dragged into emotional conflicts, you demonstrate to yourself and others that you're in control. People will notice your composure and come to respect you for it. More importantly, this technique helps you cultivate the core Stoic value of focusing on what you can control, your own response. The next time you find yourself in a situation where someone's words are aimed to provoke or hurt you, remember this approach. Ask a simple, unrelated question and observe how the dynamic changes. You'll not only diffuse the tension, but also feel empowered by your ability to rise above it. As Marcus Aurelius wisely reminded us, true power comes from maintaining peace of mind, regardless of external circumstances. Let's wrap up with a powerful lesson from Zen philosophy: walking away. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you felt undervalued, disrespected, or even completely ignored? It's a difficult and uncomfortable feeling, but sometimes the best way to protect your self-respect is to choose to walk away. Stoic philosophy teaches us that respect isn't something you can demand or force from others. It's something you cultivate by knowing your own worth, and sometimes walking away isn't a sign of failure. It's a demonstration of strength and self-respect. Let me share a story with you. A friend of mine, Sarah, was an exceptional creative professional who had recently joined a major project at her company. Despite her relentless efforts, instead of being recognized for her hard work, she was constantly ridiculed by her manager in front of the team. They would interrupt her in meetings, dismiss her ideas, and make her feel as if her contributions didn't matter. At first, Sarah tried harder, believing she needed to prove herself. But after months of frustration, she realized she didn't need to beg for respect from people unwilling to give it. One pivotal meeting changed everything. Once again, her idea was brushed aside, this time without any reason or explanation. This time, Sarah calmly closed her laptop, stood up, and told her colleagues she would put her energy into a place where it was truly valued. Without anger, but with quiet resolve, she walked out of the meeting, leaving her colleagues stunned. That same day, she submitted her resignation, not out of anger, but as an act of self-preservation. A few months later, Sarah joined another company in a leadership role, where she was not only respected but celebrated for her talents. Sarah's story isn't just about leaving, it's about choosing where to invest your energy. Walking away doesn't signify weakness. On the contrary, it demonstrates that you understand your value and refuse to stay in an environment that undermines it. Stoic philosophy teaches us that the only thing we can truly control is how we respond to situations. While you can't force others to respect you, you can decide not to remain in a place where respect is absent. The most powerful part of walking away is that it's not about creating drama or trying to prove a point. It's a personal decision, quiet but resolute. It's a way of telling yourself, I am worth more than this. As Marcus Aurelius emphasized, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Staying in a disrespectful environment is choosing to let others diminish your value, and walking away is a powerful way to reclaim that value. So, how do you know when it's time to walk away? It's when you realize that all your efforts to build respect have been met with indifference. When you feel like you're constantly fighting to be recognized, don't wait until your self-esteem has been eroded. Listen to yourself, and if necessary, choose to leave. Being an absence that's respected is far better than being a presence that's diminished. Walking away isn't about surrendering, it's about setting boundaries. Stoic philosophy teaches us not only to control our emotions, but also to safeguard our sense of worth. The next time you find yourself in a situation where you're being devalued, remember that sometimes the most respectful action you can take is to leave the table where your worth isn't recognized. Respect isn't begged for, it's built by how you decide to treat yourself. So, choose to protect your self-respect, and always remember that walking away can be one of the most empowering decisions you make. Thank you for sticking with me through this journey of understanding how to handle disrespect with grace and strength. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share your thoughts below. Whether it's a challenge you've overcome or a triumph you're proud of, I'd love to hear your journey. Your engagement helps this community grow toward wisdom, learning, and empowerment. I'll leave 2 more videos here to help you continue your personal development journey. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.